Chennai to have 2 hours of power cut from Monday. Pressure mounts on the opening of the Kudankulam plant as Tamil Nadu faces severe power crisis. The Velachery encounter probing goes into the hands of the CBCID. Anti-nuclear protest in Tamil Nadu braces itself for statewide protests round the corner. Burglars at it again, another daring robbery in Palavakam, 35 sovereigns of gold stolen. Hello, you're watching Headlines Now with me, Deepthi. A very good evening. Well, not sure if you can quite say that because come this Monday and there is bad news in hand for you and me with power cuts in the state looming large. More on that on the next 30 minutes. First, the national headlines. The fire officials say there is no standard procedure for mock drills but admit there should have been a safety net following the death of a 25-year-old woman during the mock drill in Bangalore. Another baby battles for life in an ICU in Jodhpur. 3-year-old Sanim was beaten, burnt and bitten by his stepfather. The Space Commission scientist Rodham Narasimha says there have been procedural lapses in Deva's deal but barring the scientists from government jobs is unwarranted. And the real Chakde girls take on higher ranked South Africa in the finals of the Olympic qualifiers today. Summer is round the corner and it's bad news for the Chennaiites. The power cuts will be extended for an hour coming this Monday. Yes, it's 2 hours for power cuts every day from Monday, and in the other districts it will be 4 hours of power cut every day. TNEB officials explained that severe power shortage left them with no option but to increase scheduled power cuts in Chennai. Meanwhile, the government has also announced that the industries would give a weekly off to their employees on the load shedding day, which will come to effect from March 1. This move puts more pressure on the opening of the Kudankulam plant, without which Tamil Nadu will be stuck with such power cuts for the next 2 to 3 years at least.
தற்பொழுது தமிழகத்தில் நிலவும் மின் பற்றாக்குறையை கணக்கில் கொண்டு புதிய மின்வெட்டு அறிமுகப்படுத்தப்பட உள்ளது. வரும் திங்கட்கிழமை 27ஆம் தேதி முதல் சென்னை மற்றும் புறநகர் பகுதிகளுக்கு 2 மணி நேரம் மின்வெட்டும், சென்னை தவிர மற்ற நகரங்கள் மற்றும் ஊரக பகுதிகளுக்கு 4 மணி நேரம் மின்வெட்டும் அறிமுகப்படுத்தப்பட உள்ளது. தொழிற்சாலைகளுக்கு வாரத்தில் ஒரு நாள் மின்வெட்டு அறிமுகப்படுத்தப்பட உள்ளது. வணிக பயணீட்டாளர்களுக்கு மாலை 6 மணி முதல் இரவு 10 மணி வரை புதிய கட்டுப்பாடுகள் ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்டுள்ளன. தற்பொழுது தேர்வு சமயம் என்பதால் பள்ளிகளுக்கு தடையில்லா மின்சாரம் வழங்கவும் ஏற்பாடு செய்யப்பட்டுள்ளது. தற்பொழுது நிலவும் மின் பற்றாக்குறையை கணக்கில் கொண்டு இந்த மின்வெட்டு அறிமுகப்படுத்தப்பட உள்ளது. ஜூன் மாதம் முதல் காற்றாலைகள் மூலம் மின்சார உற்பத்தி தயாரிக்கப்பட இருப்பதால் இந்த மின்வெட்டு தளர்த்தப்படும் என்று எதிர்பார்க்கப்படுகிறது.
The Velachery encounter case has been transferred to the CBCID now for further investigation. Meanwhile, the National Human Rights Commission has sought a reply from the Tamil Nadu DGP over the killing of the alleged burglars. The Bihar government has also sought a detailed explanation from the government of Tamil Nadu over this. The police officials from Bihar are all set to fly down to Chennai to help the Tamil Nadu government with the investigation. Doctors have concluded the post-mortem examination and the family of Sujay Kumar Rai alias Vinod Kumar have claimed the body and taken it to their hometown. Sources say the deceased had reported contacts with Naxals as the SIM cards reveal that they frequently contacted forest areas in Andhra and Bihar. America reacts to the Prime Minister's interview on Kudankulam protests being fueled by US NGOs. Their envoy came up with a statement. The government of US has certainly no objection with regard to nuclear programs. US is also involved in potential participation in the civilian nuclear program. Indo-US relationship is growing in every sense at all levels. Relationship has been cordial. We want American companies to be here. A day after the Prime Minister told NDTV science editor that American NGOs are behind the Kudankulam nuclear protests, an activist of a key NGO opposed to the project says that he will now sue the PM and a minister in the PMO for what he calls spreading false allegations that have been barred from accounts frozen too.
The Home Ministry's crackdown on NGOs believed to be supporting the anti-nuclear protests at Kudankulam, citing no specific reason following a recent probe. All are church-based. NDTV has learnt that one of them is this Tuticorin Diocesan Association, which had received funds from many countries, including the Catholic Relief Services in the US.
They found that the money has not been spent for those NGOs who are based in near the Kudankulam project, and that money has been spent for different purposes. After finding that, out of the 12 NGOs which have received money from abroad, 3 NGOs permission has been cancelled by the Home Ministry, and the Home Ministry is considering taking further the action in that.
This particular NGO, headed by the bishop, had received 54 crore rupees from overseas. The organization says it was over a period of 8 years. A major part of 46 crores came after the tsunami for relief and rehabilitation.
Yeah, our bishop has been repeatedly saying, Idindagarai people or Kudangulam people are my people. They are agitated and I share their concerns, that's all. That doesn't mean that we receive funds and we divert to Kudangulam.
The Home Ministry has also probed 5 other NGOs, including those run by key leaders who spearhead the movement against Kudankulam. They say the movement is public funded and accuse the centre of being indifferent to genuine public fear following the Fukushima tragedy.
Mr. Narayanaswamy has somehow linked me with their financial transaction, of which I have no part in. And in the meantime, one Mr. E.V.K.'s Ilangovan had talked about my integrity in a public meeting in Nagarkoil with some false accusations. And I'm also wondering if Prime Minister has referred to this particular thing when he talked about the Scandinavian connection and our agitation. So I'm going to sue Minister Narayanaswamy, Prime Minister and Mr. Ilangovan.
Is this crackdown based on perception or hard evidence? The NGO has decided to appeal to the Home Ministry first to lift the ban on foreign funds and fight it legally if required. The big question is, will this quell protests against the Kudankulam plant? With Sam Daniel and Chandran, Gauri Datta Gupta, NDTV.
Chennai is well on its way to becoming the most happening place for burglars. A house in Palavakam was burgled last night, where a man was locked up in his own house while his mother's house in the same compound was robbed. Sendil Kumar and his mother Minakshi lived in the separate houses in the same compound. Minakshi had gone to Tirupati while his son was at home. Last night, burglars locked the door of Sendil Kumar and broke open his mother's house from the rear, and before anyone could respond to Sendil Kumar's call, burglars decamped with 35 sovereigns of gold along with 5,000 in cash. Investigations are on.
Actually, எங்க அம்மா அப்பா தங்கச்சி வந்து இந்த போர்ஷன்ல இருந்தாங்க. இந்த போர்ஷன்ல வந்து நானே எங்க வைஃப் அப்புறம் குழந்தை இருந்தாங்க. இது அரௌண்ட் நைட் ஒரு 1:30 இருக்கும். இந்த வீட்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா டம் டம்னு சவுண்ட் ஏதோ கேட்டுச்சு. சவுண்ட் ஏதோ புதுசா கேக்குது. என்னாச்சு வெளிய வந்து பார்க்கலாம் அப்படின்றதுக்காக நான் டோர் ஓபன் பண்ணேன். டோர் ஓபன் பண்ணா வெளியில லாக் பண்ணிருக்கு. உடனே வந்து நெய்பர் பக்கத்துல இருக்கவங்க கொஞ்சம் கூப்பிட்டுட்டு கொஞ்சம் ஹெல்ப்புக்கு வாங்கன்னு சொன்னோடனே அவங்க உடனே வந்துட்டாங்க. நானும் இமீடியட்டா வந்து 100 டயல் பண்ணி போலீஸோட ஹெல்ப் கேட்டேன். உடனே போலீஸ் சாரும் வந்துட்டு என்னென்ன பண்ணணுமோ அந்த ஃபார்மாலிட்டிஸ் டாக் ஸ்குவாட் அந்த கைரேகை எல்லாரும் வந்துட்டு பார்த்தாங்க.
We have a short break now. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned.